thank you so much for sitting down with me.
I'm thrilled.
I'm so excited that you're here today and being a part of this project.
It's lovely to be out in the country.
Isn't it nice? The fresh air, you should have seen it last night. The sky was amazing. Because when you're out, there's no lighting. It's just the stars. It's amazing at night.
Yeah, the sky's amazing right now.
It is amazing. I love it any which way it is, to be fair. I'll take it as it comes.
Yeah, we're in Bunyip town out here.
What Bunyip town? What is Bunyip?
Well, this is the kind of part of the world where bunyips come from.
What are bunyips? Am I missing something?
Bunyips are every culture has the mythical beast that lives in the waterhole.
Oh.
And the Aboriginal culture, it's the bunyip.
Oh, that's
It's the mythical creature that you say, don't you kids go near that waterhole, the bunyips will get you.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so we're in bunyip country.
I'm so glad I...
Yowie country's a little further south. Yowie's the hairy kind of our version of the Sasquatch, or our version of the abominable snowman.
I love that I've just learnt that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's where we are in bunyip country out here.
Cool,
it's
I
nice.
love it. I love that. Great place to do this calendar shoot, bunyip country.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't think we'll be capturing any bunyips for the actual calendar shoot.
Well, if we were, we'd be the first.
Yes, and then this calendar would go viral. Can
Absolutely.
actual physical things go viral? Not really.
National Geographic on it, it'd be awesome.
Okay, so I obviously did some research on you. I'm amateur at this, but I already knew a lot about you, obviously. All Australians do.
Well, not all Australians.
Well, if they don't, then there's something wrong with them.
People that watch telly. There's some people that don't watch telly.
Or listen to radio.
Yeah.
Or we used to go see live bands when you were in a band.
It's okay.
And
I've got a job that is visible.
It is visible.
Yeah.
And you've done a lot, because when I was researching, I was amazed at even what I was uncovering. You've done so much. You've had such a long career.
Yeah.
And from the outside, it just looks like it would have been... I mean, obviously, I know the industry. I'm an actress, so I know that there's ups and downs.
Oh, yeah.
And they can be extreme. But you have had, from the outside looking in, a hugely successful career, and I feel like you're well respected and liked within the industry too.
That'd be nice if that were true.
Well,
I think it is.
What I was going to ask,
people still employ me, so I hope so.
You're on The Bachelor.
I hope so.
Show.
You're only as good as your last gig.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
But
And I was unemployed before I got this job.
But we're always between jobs. That's the nature of the beast. So that doesn't say anything about you and your character.
No, that's fine. I'm actually technically unemployed now, hence the beard.
Well, you can just let go and be whatever you want to be.
Yeah. This is my natural attire.
I like your natural
flannel
attire.
and trouser.
I think it really suits you though.
This is what I normally get about in. The suits are all borrowed.
Well, we're almost twins today.
Almost.
Yeah, but did I break a rule?
No. But unfortunately, I'm old enough to have worn flannel the first time around.
Hello, me too. Plus, I was a bit of a bogan back in the day.
I disagree. Well, Bevans. They were Bevans up in Queensland.
I lived in Queensland.
We had a different word.
Yeah, because you spent a good time in Brizzy.
That's correct.
And I did too. I lived there for a good 6 years, but I also lived all over Queensland growing up. And I went for a job on Channel V.
Oh, really?
You know when they did the open things at the Gold Coast?
Oh, right.
Because I know you sent in a video and that's how you got...
I got the job before they did that reporter search. I got the job before then. James and Yumi got the job through that reporter search.
Oh, damn them.
Well,
my life could have been so different right now.
Well, your life turned out the way it turned out.
Exactly how it should be.
Precisely how it should be.
And I do believe that 100%. But so yeah, I'm very familiar with Brizzy. Love Brizzy as a city.
It's a nice place. I don't recognise it when I go back there now.
No.
It's very, very strange. If you go back to Brisbane and you haven't been there for a while, I have to take an Uber because otherwise I don't know where I'm going.
No, it's so true.
There's tunnels everywhere now.
I mean, it was Crane City there for a while. There's cranes absolutely everywhere. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. But what I was I'll loop way back now, but what I was saying about your career as an outsider looking in and just looking through all of that you've done, does it feel that way to you though? Like, that you have been a really big success and you've just...
there were parts of it that did feel quite successful after the fact.
Yeah.
It's a very different approach that I have to my life nowadays.
Yeah.
I've taken a very different path in the last 5.5 years, and now I'm very I'm just grateful for every day now. There was a time where I didn't even notice things were going by so fast.
Yeah.
I didn't stop to smell the roses. But now I just, I can't even believe I'm here today.
Yeah, right.
I'm cuddling a wombat.
I know.
It's pretty amazing.
Just being in the now, I think, and having, I don't know, just having gratitude for what's going on
Truly.
right now just
Truly.
makes everything seem so different. I don't know. That looking through that filter, is a much better filter to look through. Than
I
what
concur.
can I get? What can I have? What's next? Da, 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 da. There's no happiness there ever. Totally agree with that. But what was the pivotal moment then? You said 5.5 years ago. Was that your name change, or was that something else before that?
Oh yeah, I stopped drinking. Yeah, it's
That's
great.
gonna do it.
I highly recommend it.
Yeah, that good for you.
Yeah,
Good
it's
for
great.
You. But the name change, I know you've already spoken extensively about
Yeah.
that in your blog.
Yeah.
If you Google you, that pops
The short version is I met a bloke that told me if I changed my name, I'd change my life. I did, and it did. That's the short
But
version.
what I found interesting about that, in a nutshell, that's the version. If you want to know more, go and Google Osher. It's all there.
Yeah, I wrote it out.
Post about it.
Yeah, I get people ask me a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine. But I won't go there with that. But what interests me about that was that your parents,
Both my parents changed their names.
first
Yeah.
names. So what was behind their name change then?
Standard Australian, don't like people with strange Euro names. My mother's name's Birute, and she got to Adelaide in the 50s. They're like, no, Ruth. And,
What a beautiful name.
Yeah, I know. Birute Magdalena is her name. And my father's name, my father had 5 names, but he changed it to Michael when he was old enough.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I just find it interesting that's like
I think it was
something that
despite his
you-
mother, but I don't know.
Good for him. Whatever it takes to get through, I
Yeah.
say. But I mean, I found it interesting that they kind of did that, and then you ended up doing that as
Yeah.
well. I just find that sort of stuff fascinating. Yours is for very different reasons, but
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get to the point where we're here,
Yeah.
which is the calendar shoot today.
Yes.
So why did you decide to come on board for the Peanuts Funny Farm calendar shoot?
Oh, my friend asked me to come and be a part of it.
Yeah.
And she said, it's something I really believe in, and I really would love it if you could come and do it. And she's a really great friend. And, of course, I said yes.
Yeah.
Because I think it's very important to, one, be of service to others, but two, to support things that support people. And this was a chance to do both. I'm very grateful to be of service to my friend who asked me to come and be here today, and then I know she wouldn't have asked me unless I very, very much respect her and what she's about, and I find this place to be very, very important, and I really, it's doing a great job for the people that get to benefit from this space. It'd be, a very, very difficult thing to be a kid in a situation that is so bad that you need to get pulled out of it. But then to come here, to be surrounded by such beauty, such serenity, such peace, such love, would be life-changing. And so it's a really wonderful place.
Yeah, absolutely. I second that. You said
Yeah.
it so nicely. I won't say any more about that, but yeah.
And I got to cuddle a wombat.
I know. Hello, a baby wombat.
I got to
not
cuddle a
just
baby wombat.
A baby wombat.
What do you call what's the word for baby wombat?
Baby wombat. Wombie?
Wombatlet?
Wombatler. I love wombatler.
I don't know.
Wombie? Wombie sounds cute, like it's just come out of the womb. Wombie? I
Yeah.
don't know.
They don't have wombs. They
I was
have
going to
pouches.
say, not that it has a womb.
Well,
so
it
that is
does.
so-
They have a
yeah.
pouch. They have an external womb.
I don't know what they call it, but
More
it's
about
cute as well.
marsupial physiology later in the show.
Yes, right. Well, I'll put something on the screen about that. We'll get back to you about that one. And just the last question, because I won't keep you any longer, but I asked everyone that's sort of been a part of the shoot what it means to them to be a vegan male, because we're trying to, smash through the stereotypes. So what does it mean to
Right.
you?
Well, for a start, I personally tend to shy away from the V word.
I know,
I
the
tend to-
V word.
I tend to personally shy away from it
I'm the
because
same.
it has a lot of undertones that get associated with it by folks who are foreign to the concept.
Yeah,
If I tell them I just eat plants
yeah,
and I don't use things that came from animals,
yeah.
it's a bit easier for people to comprehend. and that's my life. Yeah, I just eat plants,
Yeah.
and I try not to use things that come from animals.
Yeah.
I can't live 100% animal free or cruelty free. It's very difficult in the modern society. I'm sure animal
Absolutely.
products were made in the
they'd be-
seats we're sitting
yeah,
on,
absolutely.
without our knowing.
Yeah.
However, for me, it's a question of resources, and always has been a question of resources. From when I first started, even before I stopped eating animal products altogether, when I was 21, 22, I was still very quite young. When I learned how much water that could be consumed by humans and how much food that could be consumed by humans that's used in the factory farming process, and how inefficient the factory farming process is, I just couldn't support it, and I couldn't be a part of it. And now when you look at what effects factory farming is having upon our planet and our environment, and for example in Sao Paulo, they've cut down so much rainforest it doesn't rain anymore. In Brazil, this is really scary.
Yeah,
it's very,
it's
very frightening
scary.
stuff. In the same way that people will screw in a squiggly light bulb and go, there I am, I'm doing my part. One little light bulb in an entire massive city of 5 million people, does it really make a difference? If that person feels it does, it does. Same with me. My one plate of food that doesn't have any animal products on it is my way of making a difference.
Yeah, I completely agree. If you feel aligned with your life, like internally everything feels right, then that's the main thing, because that contributes to the whole, I think. So one light bulb does make a difference
Yeah.
to that person.
But
And
we're also very lucky that we have the choice. There are countries in the world that do
Absolutely.
not have that choice, and do not have the choice
absolutely.
to eat this way. And I'm very, very grateful, and I totally understand that it's an enormous privilege.
Absolutely.
Enormous privilege to make this choice, and to be able to be supported in this choice by the industry and society that's around me. I'm very, very lucky to live somewhere where I can pursue this kind of diet,
Absolutely.
and this kind of way of eating. But the other thing that it means to me is that, this is why I choose to say that I'm kind of plant-based, is that it's my choice,
yeah.
and anything else is your choice.
Absolutely.
Attraction, not promotion. If I can show people that what I thought of someone who doesn't eat meat is that they're weak and shout and show me videos of chicken farms, not that bloke who does that thing on the telly and has run 3 marathons and rides his bike hundreds of miles at a time. Well, that's what eating plant-based looks like.
Yes.
That's what it looks like.
That's it in motion.
And that's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be an activist thing, and it's a thing that for me, again, it's attraction, not promotion. If I can show that just eating less meat
Yeah.
is actually way healthier for you.
Well, yeah, and we're starting to get that out there.
Yeah.
As well. Not we, but like it's starting to become the message again.
Yeah,
now.
that's an important thing for me to do, and I'm grateful that I have a job that means that, what I have to say is no more important than what anybody else has to say. I promise you that. But I've got a job that people are familiar with me, and so I have an opportunity to say something that maybe a few more people will hear, and I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to say that.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Well, I'm grateful that you do too. Well, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
So much appreciated.
Here to help.
I can't wait to see this calendar. It's going to be so exciting. But thank you so much for your time today.
Hey,
Really
no worries.
appreciate it.
I'm grateful that I could be here out in the bush and cuddle a wombat.
Oh my God. Hello. That's the best part of the weekend so far.
He's a good kid.
All right. Well, thank you so much.